Have you ever wondered why some people seem to achieve everything they set their minds to, while others struggle to get ahead? The secret isn't luck, talent, or connections. It starts with you. The choices you make, the habits you build, and the way you think shape your path to success. In this audiobook, you'll learn how to take control of your life, focus on becoming your best self, and unlock the potential that already exists inside you. You'll discover practical strategies to build confidence, stay disciplined, and achieve your goals. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any of the tips and insights that can help you grow and succeed. Now let's get started with the first chapter and explore how success truly begins with you. Chapter 1: Taking Responsibility for Your Life. Success starts with you. It begins with the choice to take responsibility for your life. No one else can do it for you. You may have goals, dreams, and ambitions, but unless you own your actions and decisions, those dreams will remain just ideas. Taking responsibility means understanding that your choices shape your future, and it means being honest with yourself about your strengths, weaknesses, and the work you need to do. Many people blame their circumstances for where they are in life. They say things like, "I can't succeed because of my background," or "I don't have the right connections," or "life is too hard for me." While challenges do exist, blaming outside factors gives away your power. True success comes from focusing on what you can control, not on what you can't. When you accept responsibility, you take back that power. Taking responsibility also means owning your mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. It's part of being human. But some people avoid admitting their errors, thinking it will protect them from criticism or embarrassment. The truth is, avoiding mistakes only slows growth. Leaders and successful people acknowledge when they are wrong. They learn from their mistakes and use them as stepping stones. When you own your mistakes, you gain knowledge, wisdom, and resilience. Another part of responsibility is taking action. You can make plans, set goals, and dream about success, but without action, nothing happens. Taking responsibility means doing what needs to be done, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. It means pushing yourself to work on your goals consistently, even when you don't feel motivated. Action turns ideas into results, and results build confidence and progress. Self-discipline is closely tied to responsibility. Being responsible requires self-control and the ability to stay focused on what matters most. It means prioritizing your time, making choices that support your goals, and resisting temptations that waste your energy. Each small decision, repeated over time, builds habits that shape your success. The more disciplined you are, the easier it becomes to take responsibility for your outcomes. Responsibility also requires reflection. You must regularly evaluate your actions and decisions. Ask yourself questions like, am I doing my best? What could I do differently? And am I moving toward my goals? Reflection allows you to see where you're succeeding and where you need to improve. It keeps you honest with yourself and helps you make better choices moving forward. One of the most powerful aspects of taking responsibility is empowerment. When you stop blaming others or circumstances, you realize how much control you actually have. You begin to see that your effort, your choices, and your mindset are what truly shape your life. This realization is liberating. It means that no matter your situation, you can take steps to improve it. Taking responsibility also affects the way you approach challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as excuses, you start to see them as opportunities to grow. Challenges become chances to learn, practice resilience, and develop new skills. The more you take responsibility for your life, the more confident you become in your ability to face anything that comes your way. It's important to understand that taking responsibility doesn't mean you have to do everything alone. You can seek help, guidance, and advice, but you remain accountable for your decisions and actions. Others can support you, but they cannot achieve your goals for you. Your life, your effort, and your choices determine the results. Another key to responsibility is setting clear goals. When you know what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to take ownership of your life. Goals give direction to your actions and focus your energy on what matters most. Without goals, it's easy to drift through life without purpose. Goals provide clarity, motivation, and a roadmap to your best self. Taking responsibility also requires courage. It's not easy to admit mistakes, face challenges, and take control of your life. There will be times when it feels easier to blame others, give up, or avoid uncomfortable truths. But the courageous choice is to own your life, accept accountability, and keep moving forward. Courage and responsibility go hand in hand, and together they create the foundation for growth and success. Self-belief is another important part of responsibility. You must trust that you are capable of making the right choices and taking the right actions. When you believe in yourself, taking responsibility becomes easier. You recognize that you have the skills, strength, and determination to handle challenges and achieve your goals. Consistency is also key. Taking responsibility isn't a one-time choice, it's a daily commitment. Every day, you make decisions that either bring you closer to your goals or move you away from them. When you consistently choose to act responsibly, you build momentum, habits, and a sense of control over your life. Small, consistent actions add up to big results over time. Another element of taking responsibility is resilience. Life will throw obstacles in your path, and things won't always go as planned. But when you take responsibility, you face these situations with a mindset of problem solving. You look for solutions rather than excuses. You adapt and keep moving forward. Resilience is the natural result of taking ownership of your life and learning from every experience. It's also helpful to create a plan for your goals. A plan doesn't have to be perfect, but it gives structure to your actions. Break your larger goals into smaller steps. Set deadlines and track your progress. A plan allows you to measure your efforts and ensures that your actions align with your responsibilities. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is another way to strengthen your responsibility. People who inspire, encourage, and challenge you can help you stay accountable. They can offer guidance when needed, but the final responsibility for your life remains with you. Choose friends, mentors, and communities that support your growth and push you to be your best self. Finally, taking responsibility is about mindset. It's about recognizing that your life is in your hands. You have the power to shape your future, improve yourself, and achieve your goals. When you embrace responsibility, you stop blaming circumstances or other people, and you focus on what you can control. This mindset creates freedom, confidence, and a sense of purpose. By taking responsibility for your life, you lay the foundation for becoming your best self. It's the first step in personal growth, success, and fulfillment. Every choice, every action, and every habit you form matters. Your future depends on what you do today, and by taking responsibility, you ensure that you're moving in the right direction. Chapter 2: Developing a Growth Mindset. Your mindset shapes everything you do. How you think about yourself, your abilities, and your potential determines the actions you take and the results you get. A growth mindset is the belief that you can develop your skills, learn new things, and improve over time. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, where people believe their abilities are set and cannot change. Developing a growth mindset is one of the most important steps toward becoming your best self. A growth mindset begins with self-belief. You must believe that you have the ability to learn and grow, even if you're not perfect right now. No one starts as an expert. Every skill, talent, or accomplishment begins with a first step. When you believe that your abilities can improve, you're more willing to try new things, take on challenges, and keep going when things are difficult. One of the first things to understand about a growth mindset is that mistakes are not failures, they are opportunities to learn. People with a fixed mindset see mistakes as proof that they aren't capable or smart enough. But when you have a growth mindset, mistakes are feedback. Each mistake teaches you something valuable. When you make an error, instead of feeling defeated, ask yourself, what can I learn from this, and how can I improve next time? This mindset allows you to turn setbacks into progress. Challenges are also important for developing a growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges because they fear failure or looking foolish. But growth-minded individuals embrace challenges. They see them as opportunities to learn, improve, and grow stronger. Challenges push you beyond your comfort zone. They teach you resilience, patience, and problem-solving skills. The more challenges you face, the more you grow, and the more you unlock your potential. Effort is another key aspect of a growth mindset. Success is not only about talent, it's about effort. People with a fixed mindset may believe that talent alone determines achievement, but those with a growth mindset know that effort, practice, and persistence are what lead to real results. The more you practice and work on your skills, the better you become. Every small step repeated consistently contributes to growth. Feedback is a powerful tool for a growth mindset. Listening to constructive feedback allows you to identify areas for improvement and make adjustments. Instead of feeling hurt or defensive when someone points out a mistake, use it as information to guide your next actions. Feedback is not criticism, it is guidance that helps you grow. People who develop a growth mindset actively seek feedback because they understand its value. Another important aspect is patience. Growth takes time. You may not see immediate results, but every effort counts. The key is to stay consistent and trust the process. When you focus on progress rather than perfection, you are more likely to stay motivated and continue learning. Small, steady improvements over time lead to big results. A growth mindset also encourages curiosity. People with this mindset are eager to learn new things, explore ideas, and expand their knowledge. They ask questions, seek out new experiences, and are open to learning from others. Curiosity keeps your mind active, engaged, and constantly developing. The more curious you are, the more opportunities you create to grow. It's also important to practice positive self-talk. The words you use to talk to yourself affect how you think and act. People with a fixed mindset often say things like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not smart enough." But when you develop a growth mindset, you replace those thoughts with ones like, "I can learn this," or "I can improve with practice." Positive self-talk reinforces your belief in your ability to grow and succeed. Overcoming fear is another key element. Fear of failure, fear of criticism, or fear of looking foolish can hold you back. But when you adopt a growth mindset, you see fear as part of the learning process. You understand that trying something new may be uncomfortable, but that discomfort is temporary. It's a sign that you are pushing yourself and growing. The more you face your fears, the stronger and more confident you become. A growth mindset also helps you stay motivated. When you believe that you can improve and learn, you're more likely to keep going when things are tough. You focus on progress, not perfection. You celebrate small victories and recognize that each step forward is a success. This mindset keeps you moving forward even when obstacles arise. Surrounding yourself with growth-minded people can accelerate your own development. People who embrace learning, challenges, and improvement inspire you to do the same. Avoid negative influences who discourage growth or reinforce self-doubt. Your environment plays a big role in shaping your mindset. Positive influences help you stay motivated and focused on becoming your best self. It's also important to reflect regularly. Take time to review your progress, your mistakes, and your accomplishments. Reflection allows you to see how far you've come. Identify areas for growth and adjust your approach. When you reflect with a growth mindset, every experience becomes a lesson, and every step forward becomes meaningful. Developing a growth mindset is not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about embracing the process of learning and improving. It's about being willing to take risks, face challenges, and push yourself beyond your comfort zone. The more you practice a growth mindset, the more resilient, confident, and capable you become. Your mindset affects every part of your life, your relationships, your work, your learning, and your personal growth. When you believe in your ability to grow, you unlock opportunities that may have seemed impossible before. You start to see challenges as stepping stones, mistakes as lessons, and effort as the path to success. By developing a growth mindset, you take control of your life. You stop waiting for external validation and start believing in your own potential. You understand that your abilities are not fixed, and you embrace the journey of continuous improvement. Growth is a lifelong process, and every day you have the chance to become a better version of yourself. Chapter 3: Building Strong Habits. Success is rarely the result of a single moment of brilliance. Instead, it comes from the habits we build every day. Habits are the small actions we repeat consistently. They shape our routines, our choices, and ultimately our lives. If you want to become your best self, learning how to build strong habits is essential. Habits begin with awareness. To create a good habit, you first need to understand your current actions. Look at your daily routines. What are the things you do automatically, without thinking? Which habits help you move closer to your goals, and which ones hold you back? Becoming aware of your behaviors is the first step to improving them. Next comes intention. A habit without intention is just a routine. When you intentionally choose a habit, you give it meaning. For example, exercising for 30 minutes a day isn't just about moving your body. It's about building your health, confidence, and energy. When a habit has purpose, it's easier to maintain over time. Consistency is key. Habits are built by repeating actions regularly. Doing something once or twice isn't enough to make it a habit. You need to repeat it every day, or at least often enough that it becomes automatic. Small, consistent actions create momentum. Over time, these small steps compound into big results. The person who writes one page of a book every day will eventually finish the book. The student who studies a little every day will improve faster than the one who crams all at once. Consistency turns effort into progress. It's also important to start small. Many people fail to build habits because they try to do too much at once. They set goals that are too big or habits that are too hard to maintain. Instead, begin with something simple. If you want to develop the habit of reading, start with 5 or 10 minutes each day. Once that becomes routine, gradually increase the time. Small steps make habits manageable and sustainable. Another powerful tool is habit stacking. This means linking a new habit to an existing one. For example, if you already brush your teeth every morning, you could add a new habit right after that, like doing a short stretch or writing down a goal. By connecting habits to something you already do regularly, you make it easier for the new habit to stick. Environment also plays a role. Our surroundings influence our behaviors. If you want to build strong habits, design your environment to support them. Remove distractions that tempt you to break your habit and add cues that remind you to follow through. For instance, if you want to eat healthier, place fruits and vegetables where you can see them and keep unhealthy snacks out of sight. Make it easier for yourself to do the right thing. Tracking progress is another way to strengthen habits. When you see your progress, it motivates you to continue. Keep a journal, use a habit tracker, or mark a calendar each day you complete your habit. Seeing your consistency visually helps you stay committed and gives you a sense of achievement. Patience is essential. Habits take time to develop. You won't become an expert or transform your life overnight, but with persistence, every small action adds up. It may take weeks or months before a habit feels natural, but don't get discouraged. Keep going. The effort you put in now will pay off later. Self-discipline is closely tied to habits. Habits require control over your impulses. There will be days when you don't feel like following through. You might feel tired, distracted, or unmotivated, but habits are built when you act, even when you don't feel like it. The more you practice self-discipline, the easier it becomes to follow through on your habits, and the more natural they will feel over time. It's also important to reflect on your habits regularly. Ask yourself which habits are helping you and which are holding you back. Not all habits are positive. Some may seem small or harmless, but can affect your progress. Replace habits that don't serve your goals with ones that support your growth. Continuous improvement of your habits is part of becoming your best self. Habits also influence your mindset. Positive habits reinforce confidence, focus, and determination. When you build a habit of practicing gratitude, for example, you start noticing the good things in your life. When you build a habit of daily learning, you expand your skills and knowledge. Each habit shapes who you are becoming. Support from others can help too. Surround yourself with people who encourage your habits and goals. If your friends and family value growth and improvement, you'll find it easier to stick to your habits. Sharing your goals with supportive people increases accountability and motivation. It's normal to face challenges when building habits. Some days will be harder than others. You may miss a day or feel like giving up, but habits are strengthened by persistence. When you return to your routine after a setback, you reinforce your commitment. Don't let mistakes stop you. They are part of the process, not the end. Celebrating small wins is also important. Every time you complete your habit, recognize your effort. Small celebrations reinforce your commitment and motivate you to continue. Over time, these small wins accumulate and lead to meaningful results in your life. Habits are the foundation of success. The people who achieve their goals consistently are those who have built strong habits. They practice their skills, manage their time, and act with intention every day. By focusing on your habits, you can shape your life, improve your abilities, and move closer to becoming your best self. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. Each day, each repetition, and each small action builds your future. The habits you choose today determine the life you live tomorrow. Take control of your routines, act with intention, and commit to building strong habits that help you grow and succeed. Chapter 4. Setting goals that matter. If you want to become your best self, setting goals is one of the most important things you can do. Goals give you direction. They give you purpose. Without goals, it's easy to drift through life without knowing where you're going. Goals act like a roadmap, showing you the path to your dreams. But not all goals are created equal. To truly grow and succeed, you need to set goals that matter. The first step in goal setting is clarity. You need to know exactly what you want. A vague goal like, "I want to be successful," is too broad. It doesn't give you a clear target. Instead, think about what success means to you. Does it mean being healthy, learning a new skill, achieving a certain job or position? The clearer your goal, the easier it is to take action. Once you have clarity, make your goals specific. Specific goals are easier to work toward because you know exactly what you're aiming for. For example, instead of saying, "I want to get better at math," set a goal like, "I will complete 5 math practice problems every day for the next month." Specific goals give you a concrete plan to follow, and they make progress measurable. Another important part of goal setting is making them realistic. While it's good to aim high, goals that are too far out of reach can feel overwhelming and discourage you. Consider your current skills, resources, and time. Set goals that challenge you, but are still achievable. You can always set bigger goals once you achieve the first ones. Realistic goals create motivation because you believe you can reach them. Breaking big goals into smaller steps is key. Large goals can feel intimidating. When you break them into smaller, manageable tasks, it becomes easier to take action. Each small step brings you closer to the bigger goal. For example, if your goal is to run a 5K, start by running a few minutes a day, then gradually increase the distance. Each small step builds confidence and keeps you moving forward. Consistency is another crucial part of achieving goals. A goal is only useful if you take action toward it every day. Small, consistent steps add up over time. Even when progress seems slow, each action moves you closer to your target. People who succeed are usually the ones who stick with their goals, even when they don't see immediate results. Consistency builds momentum and turns effort into results. Tracking your progress helps maintain focus. When you track your steps, you can see how far you've come and what still needs to be done. This gives you a sense of accomplishment and helps you stay motivated. Use a journal, a calendar, or an app to record your progress. Seeing improvement, even in small ways, reinforces your commitment to your goals. It's also important to stay flexible. Life is unpredictable, and sometimes things don't go as planned. Goals may need to be adjusted along the way. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up. It means adapting to new circumstances while keeping your vision in mind. Being flexible allows you to overcome obstacles without losing sight of what you want to achieve. Self-discipline is closely linked to goal setting. Achieving meaningful goals requires focus and control. You must resist distractions, avoid procrastination, and stay committed to your plan. Self-discipline helps you prioritize what matters and ensures that your actions align with your goals. Without discipline, even the clearest goal can remain out of reach. Another key to goal success is visualization. When you imagine yourself achieving a goal, your mind begins to create a path toward it. Visualization helps you see what success looks like and motivates you to act. Picture yourself completing your goal in detail, how it feels, what steps you took, and how your life changes. This mental exercise reinforces your commitment and makes the goal feel achievable. Support can make a big difference too. Share your goals with people who encourage you, guide you, and hold you accountable. Positive support keeps you motivated and helps you stay on track. Mentors, friends, and family can provide advice, feedback, and encouragement when challenges arise. Goals also give you focus. When you know what you want to achieve, you can make better decisions about where to spend your time and energy. Without goals, it's easy to waste time on unimportant activities. Goals help you prioritize what matters most and avoid distractions that slow your progress. It's important to celebrate achievements along the way. Each step toward your goal is progress and deserves recognition. Celebrating small victories keeps you motivated and reminds you of your ability to succeed. Over time, these small wins build confidence and reinforce your commitment to your larger goals. Remember, goals are not just about the destination, they're about the journey. The process of working toward a goal teaches you valuable skills, strengthens your character, and builds resilience. Every challenge you face and every step you take is part of your growth. Goals give meaning to your effort and create a roadmap for your personal development. Finally, setting goals that matter means connecting them to your values and purpose. Goals that align with what truly matters to you are easier to commit to and more rewarding to achieve. Ask yourself, why is this goal important to me, and how will achieving this goal improve my life? When your goals reflect your values, you're more motivated, focused, and fulfilled. By setting clear, specific, realistic goals, breaking them into steps, staying consistent, and remaining flexible, you create a powerful foundation for success. Goals give you direction, purpose, and motivation. They help you focus your energy, track your progress, and grow into your best self. The goals you set today determine the life you will live tomorrow. Chapter 5: Developing Self-Discipline. Self-discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. It's what allows you to turn your dreams into reality. Without self-discipline, even the clearest goals can remain out of reach. Developing self-discipline means training yourself to act according to your priorities, even when you don't feel motivated or when distractions arise. It's about controlling your actions, staying focused, and making choices that align with your best self. The first step to self-discipline is understanding your priorities. Know what matters most to you and what actions will bring you closer to your goals. When your priorities are clear, It's easier to focus your energy and resist distractions. Without clarity, it's easy to drift from task to task, wasting time and effort on things that don't support your growth. Creating routines is an important part of building discipline. Habits and routines reduce the need to make constant decisions. When your actions are routine, you don't rely solely on motivation, which can fluctuate. For example, if you set a routine to read for 30 minutes every morning, it becomes a natural part of your day. Over time, routines strengthen discipline and make consistent action easier. Self-discipline also requires resisting temptations. There will always be distractions, social media, games, or even friends and family asking for your attention. Discipline means making choices that support your goals, even when it's difficult. It's about saying no to things that derail your progress. The more you practice resisting distractions, the stronger your discipline becomes. Patience is closely tied to self-discipline. Developing skills, achieving goals, and building habits take time. You won't see immediate results, and sometimes progress feels slow. But self-discipline helps you stay consistent, even when the outcome isn't instant. Each step, repeated over time, brings you closer to success. Patience ensures that you keep moving forward without losing focus. Another important element of self-discipline is managing your energy. Discipline isn't just about working harder, it's about working smarter. Take care of your body and mind through rest, nutrition, and exercise. When your energy is high, it's easier to stay focused and follow through on your commitments. Discipline works best when you are physically and mentally prepared to act. Setting clear goals supports self-discipline. When you know what you are working toward, your actions have purpose. Every choice, every small action should move you closer to your goals. Goals provide motivation and direction, making it easier to stay disciplined, even when challenges arise. Tracking your progress reinforces discipline. When you see how far you've come, it motivates you to keep going. Use a journal, planner, or app to record your actions and achievements. Celebrate the small victories as they strengthen your confidence and reinforce your commitment to your goals. Self-discipline is easier to maintain when you can see the results of your efforts. Self-discipline also involves delaying gratification. It's the ability to prioritize long-term rewards over short-term pleasures. For example, choosing to study instead of playing video games or saving money instead of spending it impulsively is an exercise in self-discipline. Those who master delayed gratification often achieve greater success because they focus on what truly matters. Motivation is temporary, but discipline is lasting. You may feel motivated on some days and unmotivated on others. Discipline bridges that gap. It ensures that you act even when you don't feel like it. By relying on discipline rather than motivation alone, you create consistency and build momentum toward your goals. Developing self-discipline also involves self-reflection. Take time to evaluate your habits, routines, and actions. Ask yourself whether they align with your priorities and goals. Identify areas where you may be giving in to distractions or procrastination and make adjustments. Self-awareness strengthens discipline by helping you understand your behavior and take control of your actions. Accountability enhances self-discipline. When someone else knows about your goals, you're more likely to follow through. Share your goals with a mentor, friend, or family member who can encourage you and hold you accountable. Knowing that someone else is aware of your commitments makes it easier to stay consistent. It's important to practice self-compassion as well. Building self-discipline takes time, and you will face setbacks. Don't be too hard on yourself when you slip up. Instead, acknowledge the mistake, learn from it, and return to your routine. Discipline grows stronger each time you overcome obstacles and continue forward, despite challenges. Persistence is closely linked to self-discipline. Even when progress feels slow or difficult, disciplined individuals keep going. They understand that success is the result of repeated effort over time. Each day they act, they reinforce their habits, their routines, and their commitment to growth. Self-discipline affects every area of life. It improves your productivity, strengthens your character, and builds confidence. When you can control your actions and stay focused on your goals, you create a life aligned with your best self. Discipline turns potential into achievement and ideas into reality. Ultimately, self-discipline is about taking responsibility for your life. It's about choosing to act in ways that support your growth, even when it's challenging. It's about building habits, maintaining routines, resisting distractions, and staying committed to your goals. The more disciplined you become, the closer you move to becoming the person you aspire to be. Chapter 6. Cultivating a positive mindset. Your mindset is one of the most powerful tools you have for achieving success. The way you think affects your actions, your decisions, and your results. A positive mindset doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means focusing on solutions, looking for opportunities, and believing that you can overcome difficulties. Cultivating a positive mindset is essential for becoming your best self. The first step to building a positive mindset is becoming aware of your thoughts. Many of us go through our days reacting automatically to situations without noticing our own thinking patterns. Are your thoughts mostly positive or negative? Do you focus on what you can do, or do you focus on what might go wrong? Awareness is the first step to changing your mindset, because you can't improve what you don't notice. Once you're aware, start challenging negative thoughts. When a negative thought appears, ask yourself if it is really true, or if there's another way to look at the situation. For example, if you think, "I'll never be able to do this," reframe it to, "I can try and I will learn as I go." Changing your perspective allows you to approach problems with a mindset that encourages action and growth. Gratitude is a powerful tool for cultivating positivity. Taking time to notice what you're thankful for shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already good in your life. Gratitude helps you stay grounded, even when facing challenges. You can practice gratitude daily by writing down 3 things you appreciate or reflecting on positive experiences. This habit strengthens your mindset and builds resilience. Another key element of a positive mindset is visualization. Imagine yourself achieving your goals. Picture the process, the steps you take, and the feeling of success. Visualization prepares your mind for action. It strengthens your belief that you can succeed and motivates you to take the necessary steps. When your mind sees success as possible, your actions align with that vision. Self-talk plays a crucial role as well. The words you use when talking to yourself shape your attitude and confidence. Replace negative or discouraging self-talk with affirming and empowering statements. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I am capable and I will do my best." Positive self-talk reinforces your belief in yourself and encourages action, even in challenging situations. Challenges are an inevitable part of life. How you respond to them defines your mindset. People with a positive mindset see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. They don't give up when things get tough. They look for solutions and take action. A positive mindset allows you to remain calm, focused, and persistent, even when facing difficulties. It's important to surround yourself with positivity. The people, environment, and content you engage with affect your thinking. Spend time with supportive, encouraging individuals who inspire growth. Read books, watch videos, and listen to content that uplifts you. Avoid negativity that discourages or distracts you from your goals. Your surroundings can either strengthen your mindset or weaken it. Practicing patience is also essential for cultivating positivity. Progress doesn't happen overnight, and obstacles may slow you down. Patience helps you maintain a positive attitude during setbacks. When you accept that growth takes time, you're less likely to become frustrated or give up. A positive mindset is about trusting the process and focusing on what you can control. Celebrating small victories reinforces positivity. Every time you make progress, acknowledge it. Small wins build confidence, and show that your effort is producing results. Recognizing these successes, no matter how minor they seem, encourages you to keep going and strengthens your belief in your ability to achieve larger goals. Reflection helps maintain a positive mindset. Take time to evaluate your thoughts, behaviors, and results. Identify patterns of negativity and replace them with constructive thinking. Reflection also allows you to learn from mistakes, understand your progress, and adjust your approach. By reflecting regularly, you keep your mindset focused and growth-oriented. Optimism doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means approaching reality with hope and confidence. Even when situations are difficult, a positive mindset focuses on possibilities, not limitations. It empowers you to find solutions, seek opportunities, and act in ways that improve your outcomes. Optimism fuels resilience, determination, and creativity. Persistence works hand in hand with a positive mindset. A positive thinker continues to act toward goals, even when facing setbacks or failures. Believing that challenges can be overcome motivates consistent effort. Your mindset becomes the engine that drives your actions and determines your ability to succeed. A positive mindset also influences your emotional state. When you focus on growth, solutions, and possibilities, you feel more confident, calm, and energized. Positive emotions help you make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and maintain focus on your goals. By cultivating positivity, you create a cycle of motivation, action, and results. Finally, remember that developing a positive mindset is a habit. It requires daily attention, practice, and reinforcement. Each time you choose to focus on solutions, practice gratitude, reframe negative thoughts, and celebrate progress, you strengthen your mindset. Over time, positivity becomes a natural part of your thinking and behavior, shaping your actions and your results. A positive mindset is not just about feeling good. It's about thinking clearly, acting wisely, and approaching life with confidence and resilience. When you cultivate positivity, you unlock your potential, overcome obstacles, and move closer to becoming your best self. Each choice you make to focus on growth, solutions, and possibilities strengthens your path to success. Chapter 7. Overcoming Procrastination. Procrastination is one of the biggest obstacles to success. Everyone experiences it at some point. You might delay tasks because they feel difficult, boring, or overwhelming. Sometimes you put things off because you fear failure or feel unsure about how to start. But procrastination doesn't just waste time. It slows your progress and keeps you from reaching your full potential. Learning to overcome procrastination is essential if you want to become your best self. The first step to overcoming procrastination is understanding why you procrastinate. Everyone has different reasons for delaying tasks. Some people avoid tasks because they feel too hard. Others feel unmotivated or unsure about where to begin. Identifying the reason behind your procrastination is important because it helps you find the right solution. Breaking tasks into smaller steps is a powerful way to combat procrastination. Large tasks can feel overwhelming, making it tempting to avoid them altogether. But when you divide a big task into smaller, manageable steps, it becomes easier to start. For example, if you need to write a report, start by gathering information, then outline your main points, and finally write one section at a time. Small steps make progress feel achievable and motivate you to continue. Setting deadlines helps you stay accountable. Even if a task doesn't have a specific due date, create one for yourself. Deadlines create a sense of urgency and help you prioritize your work. Be realistic with your deadlines, giving yourself enough time to complete each step without unnecessary stress. Deadlines turn vague intentions into concrete action. Another important strategy is to eliminate distractions. Distractions make it easier to put off tasks and waste time. Identify the things that distract you the most. Social media, notifications, TV, or even chatting with friends. and take steps to limit them. For example, you can turn off your phone, work in a quiet space, or use tools that block distractions. Fewer distractions make it easier to focus and take action. Motivation alone is not enough to overcome procrastination. You might feel motivated sometimes, but that feeling doesn't last. Discipline is what keeps you moving forward, even when motivation fades. Developing routines and habits can help you stay consistent. For instance, if you dedicate a specific time each day to work on important tasks, it becomes a natural part of your schedule, reducing the chance of procrastination. Self-awareness is also key. Pay attention to the times of day when you feel most productive. Are you more focused in the morning, afternoon, or evening? Plan your most important tasks during your peak energy times. When you work at your best, tasks feel easier and less likely to be delayed. Another helpful technique is the 2-minute rule. If a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. Completing small tasks right away prevents them from piling up and reduces mental clutter. When you take care of simple tasks immediately, you gain momentum and feel more motivated to tackle bigger ones. It's important to recognize the cost of procrastination. When you delay tasks, it can lead to stress, missed opportunities, and lower quality work. Thinking about the negative consequences of procrastination can motivate you to act. Ask yourself, what will happen if I keep putting this off? Understanding the impact of delays often encourages immediate action. Accountability helps overcome procrastination. Share your goals and tasks with someone who can encourage and check on your progress. Knowing that someone else is aware of your commitments makes it harder to avoid tasks. Accountability partners, mentors, or friends can provide reminders and support, helping you stay on track. Positive self-talk is another tool. Procrastination often comes with negative thoughts like, "I can't do this," or "I'll never finish." Replace these thoughts with encouraging statements like, "I can do this one step at a time," or "I will start now and make progress." Positive self-talk shifts your focus from fear and doubt to action and confidence. Sometimes, the hardest part of overcoming procrastination is simply starting. The longer you delay, the harder it feels to begin. Take a small action immediately, even if it's just one tiny step. Starting creates momentum, and once you begin, it's easier to keep going. Action reduces anxiety and increases motivation. Reflection helps prevent procrastination in the future. At the end of each day or week, review your tasks and how well you managed them. Identify moments when you delayed or avoided work and analyze why it happened. This awareness allows you to adjust your habits, routines, and mindset to reduce procrastination going forward. Celebrating progress is also important. Every time you complete a task or take a step toward a goal, acknowledge your achievement. Celebrating small wins reinforces positive behavior and strengthens your habit of taking action. Finally, remember that overcoming procrastination is a practice. You won't become perfect overnight, and you may face moments of delay. The key is to keep improving, learning from setbacks, and taking consistent action. The more you practice taking action immediately, breaking tasks into steps, and staying focused, the more you will overcome procrastination and move toward your best self. By understanding why you procrastinate, creating clear steps, managing distractions, building discipline, and taking action consistently, you gain control over your time and your progress. Overcoming procrastination allows you to unlock your potential, achieve your goals, and become the person you are capable of being. Chapter 8. The importance of focus. Focus is one of the most important skills you can develop if you want to achieve success. It is the ability to concentrate your attention on what matters most while ignoring distractions that pull you away from your goals. Without focus, even the best plans and intentions can fail. Focus allows you to use your time and energy wisely, turning effort into results and helping you become your best self. The first step to developing focus is understanding your priorities. You need to know what matters most to you and what will bring you closer to your goals. When your priorities are clear, it becomes easier to direct your attention toward the right tasks. Without this clarity, it is easy to waste time on things that don't matter or drift through your day without purpose. Distractions are one of the biggest enemies of focus. In today's world, there are countless things that can pull your attention away: phones, social media, notifications, and even people around you. To improve focus, you must minimize distractions. Create an environment that supports concentration. For example, turn off unnecessary notifications, work in a quiet space, or set specific times for checking messages. By controlling your environment, you can give your full attention to the task at hand. Another key to focus is breaking tasks into manageable steps. Large tasks can feel overwhelming, which makes it easy to lose focus. By dividing a big project into smaller, clear steps, you make it easier to concentrate on one thing at a time. Each step completed gives you a sense of accomplishment, which motivates you to continue and maintain focus on the larger goal. Time management and focus go hand in hand. Scheduling your day and dedicating specific periods for important tasks helps you concentrate without interruptions. For example, you can block out an hour to work on a project and commit to focusing solely on that task during that time. Structuring your day in this way strengthens your focus and ensures that you spend your energy on meaningful work. Discipline is crucial for maintaining focus. There will be times when you don't feel motivated or when distractions seem more appealing. Self-discipline allows you to act even when you don't feel like it. By sticking to your plan and concentrating on your priorities, you build momentum and create habits that support long-term success. Each disciplined action strengthens your ability to focus. Mindfulness can also improve focus. Being fully present in the moment allows you to concentrate on what you are doing without getting lost in thoughts about the past or future. Simple techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or simply paying attention to your surroundings can help you stay present and engaged. The more you practice mindfulness, the stronger your focus becomes. Setting clear goals enhances focus. When you know exactly what you want to achieve, your mind is less likely to wander. Goals act as a compass, guiding your attention to what matters most. Each day, remind yourself of your objectives and why they are important. This constant awareness keeps your mind aligned with your priorities and minimizes the temptation to get distracted. Breaks are important too. Trying to focus for long periods without rest can lead to mental fatigue, which reduces your ability to concentrate. Take short breaks to rest, stretch, or refresh your mind. When you return to your tasks, you'll have renewed energy and sharper focus. Balancing work and rest is essential for sustained concentration. Eliminating multitasking is another powerful way to improve focus. Doing multiple things at once divides your attention and reduces efficiency. Focus on one task at a time, completing it fully before moving on to the next. Single tasking increases the quality of your work and strengthens your ability to maintain attention. Persistence helps maintain focus. There will be moments when distractions tempt you or tasks feel too hard. Staying focused requires determination and commitment. Remind yourself of the value of the work you are doing and keep going. Each time you overcome a distraction and maintain attention, you strengthen your focus for future challenges. Positive self-talk can support focus as well. When you catch yourself losing concentration, remind yourself of your abilities and goals. Say things like, "I can focus and complete this task," or "This is important and I will give it my full attention." Encouraging thoughts help your mind stay on track and reduce wandering or negative thinking. Accountability strengthens focus. When someone else knows about your commitments, you are more likely to follow through. Share your goals or tasks with a mentor, friend, or family member who can check in on your progress. This external support reinforces your internal motivation and helps you maintain concentration. Focus is a skill that improves with practice. The more you train your mind to concentrate on what matters, the easier it becomes. Each day you work on important tasks without distraction. your ability to focus grows stronger. Like a muscle, focus becomes more powerful the more you exercise it. Finally, focus is not just about productivity. It also improves the quality of your work and your sense of accomplishment. When you are fully present and concentrated, you perform better, make fewer mistakes, and enjoy the process more. Focus allows you to live intentionally, act purposefully, and achieve the results you desire. By understanding your priorities, minimizing distractions, creating routines, practicing mindfulness, and committing to consistent effort, you can cultivate strong focus. Focus transforms your actions into results and your potential into achievement. The more you develop your focus, the closer you move toward becoming your best self. Chapter 9: Building Resilience. Life will never be completely smooth. Challenges, setbacks, and failures are part of the journey. What separates successful people from others is resilience, the ability to bounce back, adapt, and keep moving forward despite difficulties. Building resilience is essential for becoming your best self and achieving long-term success. Resilience starts with mindset. It's about believing that challenges are temporary and that you have the ability to overcome them. People who are resilient don't see obstacles as permanent barriers. Instead, they view them as opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. This mindset allows you to face problems without giving up or losing hope. One key aspect of resilience is self-awareness. Understanding your emotions and reactions helps you manage stress and make better decisions. When faced with a setback, ask yourself how you feel, why you feel that way, and what you can do to move forward. Self-awareness gives you control over your responses instead of being controlled by frustration, anger, or fear. Another important factor is adaptability. Life is unpredictable, and things don't always go according to plan. Resilient people are able to adjust their strategies, find new approaches, and keep moving toward their goals. Adaptability means being flexible and open-minded. When you can change your plans without losing focus on your objectives, you are stronger in the face of challenges. Support systems are crucial for resilience. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, give advice, and offer help when needed. Friends, family, mentors, or colleagues can provide guidance and emotional support. Knowing that you are not alone makes it easier to face difficulties and persevere through tough times. Persistence works hand in hand with resilience. The ability to keep going, even when things are hard, strengthens your capacity to handle challenges. Each time you continue despite obstacles, you build mental strength and confidence. Persistence is the proof that you are capable of overcoming difficulties. Building resilience also involves learning from setbacks. Every challenge and failure carries a lesson. Reflect on what went wrong, what you could have done differently, and how to improve next time. By turning failures into lessons, you gain knowledge and experience, which makes you more prepared for future challenges. Self-care is another essential component. Physical and mental health impact your ability to handle stress and stay strong during difficult times. Regular exercise, a healthy diet, adequate sleep, and relaxation techniques all contribute to resilience. When your body and mind are strong, you are better equipped to face obstacles without becoming overwhelmed. Positive thinking enhances resilience. Optimism allows you to focus on solutions rather than problems. When you maintain a positive outlook, you see possibilities and opportunities, even in difficult situations. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means approaching them with confidence that they can be solved. Setting realistic goals helps maintain resilience as well. Break large challenges into smaller, achievable steps. When you see progress, even if it's small, it boosts confidence and motivation. Achieving these smaller goals provides a sense of accomplishment that strengthens your resolve and reinforces resilience. Resilience also requires emotional regulation. You will face stress, frustration, and disappointment, but how you manage these emotions determines your ability to bounce back. Techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, or journaling can help you process your feelings and stay focused on solutions instead of dwelling on the negative. Celebrating small successes builds confidence and reinforces resilience. Every time you overcome a difficulty, no matter how minor, acknowledge it. Recognizing your achievements reminds you of your strength and capability, making it easier to face future challenges with confidence. Learning to let go of things beyond your control is another important skill. Worrying about factors you cannot change drains energy and reduces resilience. Focus on what you can influence: your actions, attitude, and effort. By letting go of what you cannot control, you conserve energy for the things that matter and maintain a stronger, more resilient mindset. Reflection strengthens resilience. Take time to think about your experiences, how you reacted, and what you learned. Reflection allows you to identify patterns, improve your responses, and develop strategies for handling future challenges. It turns every setback into a stepping stone for growth. Building resilience is not about avoiding difficulty. It's about developing the ability to face life's challenges with courage, adaptability, and persistence. Resilience allows you to recover from setbacks, learn from mistakes, and continue progressing toward your goals. The stronger your resilience, the more confident and capable you become. Finally, remember that resilience is developed over time. Each challenge you face, each obstacle you overcome, and each lesson you learn builds your capacity to endure and thrive. Life will always present difficulties, but resilience ensures that you can handle them, grow stronger, and continue moving forward. By cultivating self-awareness, adaptability, persistence, positive thinking, and self-care, you build resilience. Resilience allows you to face setbacks with strength, recover from failure, and keep progressing toward your best self. Each challenge is an opportunity to strengthen your character and move closer to the life you want to create. Chapter 10: The Power of Consistency. Consistency is one of the most important habits for success. Talent, knowledge, and effort matter. But without consistency, progress is limited. Consistency is the ability to take action regularly, even when you don't feel motivated. It builds momentum, strengthens skills, and creates results over time. If you want to become your best self, learning to be consistent is essential. The first step to consistency is creating a clear plan. When you know exactly what you want to achieve, it's easier to maintain regular actions. Break your goals into manageable steps and create a schedule for completing them. A plan provides structure and direction, making it easier to stay consistent day after day. Small steps lead to big results. Consistency isn't about doing everything perfectly or all at once. It's about taking repeated action over time. Even small efforts, when done regularly, compound into significant achievements. For example, writing a few hundred words every day eventually becomes a complete book. Practicing a skill for a short period consistently improves your abilities far more than sporadic bursts of effort. Routine is a powerful tool for consistency. When actions become habits, they require less mental effort. Creating routines around your goals helps make consistent behavior automatic. For instance, if your goal is to exercise regularly, scheduling a specific time each day for workouts makes it easier to follow through. Routines reduce reliance on motivation and make consistency natural. Accountability strengthens consistency. When someone else is aware of your goals or commitments, you're more likely to follow through. Share your plans with a mentor, friend, or family member who can check in on your progress. Accountability encourages discipline and keeps you on track, even when you feel like giving up. Patience is essential for consistency. Results don't appear instantly. Building skills, habits, and progress takes time. By remaining consistent, you allow small efforts to accumulate into meaningful achievements. Patience helps you stay committed and prevents discouragement when progress feels slow. Discipline and focus are closely tied to consistency. There will be times when distractions, fatigue, or doubts make it hard to keep going. Discipline ensures that you continue acting in alignment with your goals, even when motivation is low. Focus helps you concentrate your energy on the tasks that matter most, ensuring that your consistent efforts produce results. Tracking progress is another key element. Monitoring your actions shows you how far you've come and highlights areas for improvement. Keeping a journal, marking a calendar, or using an app to track your consistency reinforces positive behavior. Seeing progress, even small steps, motivate you to continue and strengthens your commitment. Consistency builds confidence. Each time you follow through on your commitments, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Confidence grows when you see that your actions produce results. This self-assurance encourages you to take on bigger challenges and stay committed to long-term goals. Flexibility supports consistency. While regular action is important, life is unpredictable. There will be days when you face unexpected challenges or obstacles. Flexibility allows you to adapt without abandoning your goals. Adjust your plan as needed, but maintain the underlying commitment. Resilient consistency means keeping the bigger picture in mind, even when circumstances change. Positive self-talk helps maintain consistency. When you face difficulty or setbacks, encourage yourself with phrases like, "I can do this," or "I will continue today and get back on track tomorrow." Positive thoughts reinforce determination and help prevent discouragement. Celebrating small victories reinforces consistent behavior. Recognize your progress and reward yourself for sticking to your commitments. These celebrations build motivation and remind you of the benefits of regular effort. Over time, these small achievements accumulate into major accomplishments. Consistency also strengthens habits. The more regularly you perform an action, the more it becomes part of your routine and identity. Habits reduce the mental energy required to act, making consistent effort easier. When discipline becomes habit, it no longer relies on willpower alone, and success becomes more attainable. It's important to understand that consistency is not perfection. There will be days when you miss a step or don't perform perfectly. What matters is returning to your routine and maintaining long-term commitment. One missed day doesn't erase progress. Continuity over time is more important than flawless execution. Consistency shapes character. Regular action develops patience, perseverance, and resilience. It teaches you to value process over instant results and to trust that effort, repeated over time, leads to success. Each consistent action strengthens your ability to achieve your goals and reinforces your identity as someone who follows through. Finally, consistency creates momentum. Momentum is the force that carries you forward, even when tasks feel difficult. Regular action builds progress, skills, and confidence, making future efforts easier and more effective. The more you practice consistency, the stronger your momentum becomes and the closer you get to your goals. By creating routines, setting clear goals, tracking progress, staying disciplined, and practicing patience, you can develop the power of consistency. Consistent action transforms effort into achievement, turning small steps into meaningful results. With consistency, you strengthen your habits, build confidence, and move steadily toward becoming your best self. Chapter 11. Embracing change. Change is a natural part of life. Everything around us is constantly evolving, from our environment to our circumstances to ourselves. Learning to embrace change is essential for growth and success. People who resist change often struggle to reach their potential, while those who accept it and adapt can unlock new opportunities and achieve their goals. The first step to embracing change is mindset. Change can feel uncomfortable, unfamiliar, or even frightening. But when you approach change with an open mind and a positive attitude, it becomes an opportunity rather than a threat. Instead of saying, "This is too hard," try saying, "What can I learn from this?" or "How can I use this to grow?" Mindset shapes how you experience change and determines whether you benefit from it. Flexibility is a key skill for navigating change. Life doesn't always go according to plan. Unexpected events, challenges, or opportunities can arise at any moment. Being flexible allows you to adjust your approach, try new strategies, and continue moving forward, even when things don't go as expected. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up on your goals. It means adapting while keeping your objectives in mind. Self-awareness helps you handle change effectively. Understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and habits allows you to identify areas where you may need to adjust. For example, if you're moving into a new role at work, being aware of your skills and areas for growth helps you focus on learning what's necessary to succeed. Self-awareness provides clarity and confidence during times of transition. Another important factor is resilience. Change can bring challenges, setbacks, or failures. Resilient individuals view these obstacles as part of the process rather than reasons to quit. They recover from difficulties, learn from experiences, and continue striving toward their goals. Resilience strengthens as you face change head-on and proves that you are capable of handling life's uncertainties. Planning and preparation can make change less overwhelming. While you can't predict every situation, having a strategy for adapting helps you respond effectively. Break down challenges into manageable steps, set priorities, and create a plan of action. When you have a plan, even unfamiliar or difficult situations feel more manageable and less stressful. Positive thinking supports embracing change. Focusing on opportunities rather than problems helps you see potential benefits in new situations. Instead of dwelling on what you might lose or the difficulty of adapting, concentrate on what you can gain. Positive thinking fuels creativity, problem-solving, and motivation during times of transition. Support systems are invaluable when facing change. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, offer guidance, and provide feedback. Friends, family, mentors, or colleagues can help you navigate challenges, provide perspective, and boost your confidence. Having support reduces stress and helps you stay focused on growth and solutions. It's also important to recognize that discomfort is a sign of growth. When you experience unease, uncertainty, or difficulty, it means you are pushing beyond your comfort zone. Growth rarely happens in familiar or easy situations. Change forces you to adapt, learn, and develop new skills. Embracing discomfort allows you to grow into a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Reflection is another valuable tool. After going through change, take time to review your experience. What did you learn? What went well? What could you improve next time? Reflection helps you consolidate knowledge, build confidence, and prepare for future changes. Every experience of adapting and learning strengthens your ability to embrace new challenges. Self-discipline also supports handling change. Adapting often requires consistent effort, learning new skills, and maintaining focus despite uncertainty. Discipline ensures that you act toward your goals, even when change feels difficult. The more disciplined you are, the easier it becomes to adjust to new circumstances while maintaining progress. Embracing change also involves letting go of what no longer serves you. Sometimes holding on to old habits, beliefs, or situations prevents growth. Recognize what is no longer helpful and be willing to release it. Letting go creates space for new opportunities, ideas, and experiences that support your growth. Persistence is closely linked to change. You may encounter setbacks or delays as you adapt. Persisting through challenges demonstrates determination and reinforces your ability to navigate life's uncertainties. Each time you continue despite difficulties, you strengthen your resilience and capacity to grow. Finally, embracing change is about perspective. Life is full of transitions, and every change is an opportunity to learn, improve, and move closer to your best self. Instead of resisting, approach change with curiosity, openness, and confidence. Each experience of adaptation strengthens your skills, mindset, and character. By cultivating a positive mindset, flexibility, resilience, self-awareness, and persistence, you can embrace change and use it as a tool for growth. Change is not a threat, it is a chance to evolve, learn, and achieve more than you thought possible. The more you welcome and adapt to change, the closer you move toward becoming your best self. Chapter 12, Becoming Your Best Self. Becoming your best self is not about perfection. It is not about being better than anyone else. It is about growing, improving, and striving to be the best version of you. Each day is an opportunity to learn, take action, and move closer to your full potential. The journey to becoming your best self begins with understanding yourself and committing to continuous growth. The first step is self-awareness. You need to know your strengths, weaknesses, habits, and patterns. Self-awareness allows you to see where you are now, where you want to go, and what you need to do to get there. Take time to reflect on your actions, decisions, and results. Honest self-reflection helps you make better choices, build stronger habits, and focus on what truly matters. Setting clear and meaningful goals is the next step. Goals give your efforts direction. They provide purpose and motivation. Without goals, it's easy to drift through life without progress. Goals should challenge you, but also be realistic and achievable. Break them down into manageable steps so that each day you can make measurable progress. Every small achievement builds momentum and confidence. Self-discipline is a key part of becoming your best self. It allows you to take consistent action toward your goals, even when you don't feel motivated. Discipline is what turns intentions into results. By building routines, resisting distractions, and committing to consistent effort, you strengthen your ability to act in alignment with your goals. Each disciplined choice moves you closer to your potential. Focus is equally important. To achieve your best self, you need to concentrate your attention on what truly matters. Avoid distractions, prioritize your tasks, and commit to single-minded effort. Focus allows you to make the most of your time and energy, and it ensures that your actions create meaningful results. When you focus on what matters most, progress becomes more efficient and rewarding. Resilience is another essential quality. Life will bring setbacks, failures, and unexpected challenges. Resilience allows you to recover, adapt, and continue moving forward. People who are resilient view difficulties as opportunities to learn and grow. Every challenge you overcome strengthens your character, builds confidence, and prepares you for future obstacles. Resilience turns adversity into progress. A positive mindset supports all of these efforts, believing in your ability to grow, seeing opportunities in challenges, and maintaining hope during tough times helps you take action and stay motivated. Positive thinking allows you to approach life with energy and confidence, making it easier to navigate difficulties and achieve your goals. Continuous learning is crucial. Becoming your best self means never stopping your growth. Seek knowledge, practice new skills, and learn from experiences. The world is constantly changing, and the more you learn, the more you can adapt and excel. Learning also builds confidence, opens new opportunities, and strengthens your ability to make informed decisions. Taking care of your body and mind is equally important. Physical health, mental clarity, and emotional balance support your ability to perform and grow. Exercise, nutrition, rest, and stress management are essential. When you take care of yourself, you have more energy, focus, and resilience to pursue your goals and become your best self. Surround yourself with supportive and inspiring people. Relationships influence your growth and mindset. Being around positive, motivated, and encouraging individuals helps you stay focused and motivated. Seek mentors, friends, and communities that inspire you to push forward and pursue excellence. Supportive people guide you, challenge you, and celebrate your progress. Consistency ties all of these elements together. Small repeated actions compound over time to create lasting results. Talent alone is not enough. Hard work, repeated consistently, builds habits, skills, and confidence. Every day you act in alignment with your goals, you strengthen your path toward your best self. Consistency turns effort into achievement and dreams into reality. Patience is essential throughout this journey. Growth doesn't happen overnight. Setbacks, mistakes, and slow progress are normal. Patience allows you to continue acting, learning, and improving without giving up. Remember that each step forward, no matter how small, contributes to your long-term success. Embracing change is also necessary. Life is full of transitions and challenges. The ability to adapt, learn, and grow from change ensures that you continue evolving. Change is not a threat. It is an opportunity to expand your skills, mindset, and experience. Those who embrace change build resilience and open doors to new possibilities. Finally, becoming your best self is about purpose and commitment. It requires you to take responsibility for your life, act consistently, and maintain a growth mindset. Every choice, every habit, every action shapes your progress. By committing to continuous improvement, focusing on meaningful goals, and embracing challenges, you move closer to your full potential. Your journey to your best self is ongoing. There will always be opportunities to learn, grow, and improve. Each day is a chance to make progress, overcome obstacles, and act in alignment with your goals. The life you build is a reflection of your choices, effort, and mindset. By cultivating self-awareness, discipline, focus, resilience, and positivity, you unlock the person you are meant to become. Remember, becoming your best self is not a final destination. It is a journey of growth, learning, and action. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome, and every habit you build brings you closer to your highest potential. Commit to this journey, embrace the process, and trust that each effort contributes to the life you desire and deserve.